Herzlich willkommen zur zweiten Folge unseres
Welcome to our second competition diary. The first round is over and all competitors have performed on stage. We accompanied them very closely. We talked to them before and after the performance on stage. For example, Yevgeny Kutik, who pulled the short straw and got the number 1, which means that he was the first to play in the competition.
Musste als erster zum Wettbewerb antreten.
At first, we will hear 24-year-old Yevgeny Kutik. Have a good time with Yevgeny Kutik.
The music is so great. What's not to enjoy, right? You just do your thing and go out.
I felt really exciting, and I'm so happy that I shared my music with a lot of audience there. I'm really happy to see a lot of audience there, and I think my story really they really liked my story, I think. The romance is really, I treat the romance as a love story. So when I go onto the stage, I just want to tell them my story of love. So that's how I want to share with the audience.
I was very nervous, but in a good way. And I enjoyed myself on stage, and the audience were really nice, and I felt home because I'm home in Germany now. Bach is always my hardest piece to play. Bach always has to have a style, and it's hard. For me, it's even harder than Paganini or Isai. Well, I try to hide some of my emotions while I play.
We met before the first performance in the first round and practiced for an hour. She was very friendly and funny, just human. She works very fast and open, and I like that very much. She just goes, can we try this, can we do that? How does that sound? Let's try something different. Very lively.
Probieren wir mal was anderes, sehr lebendig.
I'd like to introduce to you another candidate. She has the wonderful name Solène Pedassi, and although she comes from Nice, she was the one with the shortest commute because she lives right here in Hannover. For 3 years now, she's enrolled at the conservatory, and she told me how she experienced her first round.
Solène, how do you feel now after the first round? Are you relaxed or still nervous? How's your feeling?
I think I'm still a little bit nervous for tomorrow. But I'm really happy that this first part is over, because it's a little scary. The Bach, the Isai, when you're all alone on stage. You have nobody to cover you, nobody to be there with you. So I'm really happy that it went well, as far as I'm concerned, and that I can just move on to tomorrow, where I can just really enjoy myself.
And how did you spend this day? How did you spend the day after? You slept long, or you just restarted to rehearse?
No, I just restarted because there's no time. Since I have to play tomorrow, I got up this morning at 7:30 like usual, and I practiced, and then I met with my pianist, and because I have another pianist for the second round, I am also meeting with her today, later in the day.
So you had two rehearsals with your two pianists?
Exactly.
So how long did you work today?
Today, so far, something like 5 hours, and by the end of the day, probably 9 hours, something like this.
And this is your usual schedule, 9 hours a day?
It would be my usual competition schedule. I think during the year, no, I never work quite as much, but now it's very important to stay focused, and this is the time where I really have to give everything I have.
And tomorrow you will play the second round. When it's your turn tomorrow?
I'm playing the last of the day, actually. I'm playing at 8:20 in the evening.
That's quite late, isn't it?
It's okay. It's normal concert time, so it's actually quite a nice feeling because I know that it's night outside and people are really coming. I can treat it really like a concert, so it's much easier also for me to deal with the stress.
So when are you going to get up tomorrow? Sleep a little bit longer?
No, probably not. I'm just trying to keep a normal schedule, so 7:30.
Won't you be tired in the evening?
No, that's okay. I mean, if it comes to that, I can always sleep a little bit during the afternoon to really have my full potential in the evening.
So when do you get nervous?
By tomorrow morning, I'll be nervous.
You will get up nervously?
Probably.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
And can you tell us something about your violin? It's a special violin from the 18th century.
Yeah, it was given to me. I had to pass an audition, and I didn't get to choose the violin. They gave it to me in the Deutsche Stiftung Musikleben in Hamburg, and it's a wonderful violin. I've had it now for 7 months about, and we get along really well.
But there is already a relationship between you and your violin.
Yeah, definitely.
You never leave it alone.
No, it's like a baby. It's always it's part of me. I mean, sometimes if I walk out the door without the violin, something feels wrong. I'm always
feel naked.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.